Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Let's take a deep breath in and relax into the feeling that today's going to be a wonderful day. Good things are on the way. Everything is happening for your good. There are natural laws of the universe. I talk often about the law of attraction or the law of transmutation of energy. Thoughts become things. What you focus on grows. And the law of attraction is just one of the seven natural laws of the universe. The law of vibration states that everything vibrates and nothing rests. Vibrations of the same frequency resonate with each other. So, like attracts like energy. Everything is energy, including your thoughts. Consistently focusing on a particular thought or idea attracts its vibrational match. So often we get into a negative state of being, whether it's anger or jealousy or lack and limitation, scarcity, not enough, getting into a bad mood. And then when you stay there long enough, you feel worse and things start to come your way that you don't want. So, in order to apply the law of vibration, when you realize that you are a vibrational, energetic being and your thoughts are powerful energy, you can start to focus on what you want instead of what you don't want. Let's take a deep breath in and let that go and realize everything is energy. Everything vibrates. Instead of limiting yourself to what you think you could have or should do, what is it that you really, really, really want? Do you ever allow yourself to think about what it would be like to have a certain experience or to be loved and respected? To be so prosperous that you could do what you want when you wanted and not have to worry about the cost, the price, the bills, the debt. Getting into the vibrational energy of health and wealth, abundance, prosperity. If you had unlimited money, what would you do with it? Money is just energy. You can do whatever you like and you can think about what you really want without worrying about paying for it. Money is always available. You just have to get into the energetic feeling of prosperity. And you might do that with looking around in nature, how there is infinite air. You can take a deep breath in, and everyone in the world could take a deep breath in at the same time, and no one is deprived of oxygen. Take a deep breath in and let that go, and realize that everything is always in a state of vibration. And you don't have to worry about the amount of money that you want or the purposeful work or love, because there is an infinite supply. There's an infinite supply of every good thing. It's your responsibility to be in the energetic vibration of it being available to you. It's already yours. It's here, it's now. You tap into that vibrational frequency rather than worry, doubt, anxiety. I don't know how it could happen. Just continue to study and have faith and get into the energetic vibration of well-being, being at ease, allowing things to flow, allowing whatever you want to become part of your life. That means you must get into the vibrational energy of what that would feel like. If you want to be healthy, what are you doing to improve your health? There is a law of cause and effect that says for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Every cause has an effect, and every effect has a cause. Be the cause for what you want, and you will get the effect. All thought is creative, so be careful what you wish for. You will get it. Consistently think and act on what you want, and then it will come to you. You will be effective. You are the cause and the effect of your thoughts. Our thoughts, our words, and our deeds are the threads of the net which we throw around ourselves. Karma is the essential assertion of human freedom. This comes from Swami Vivekananda. I want to read to you the spiritual law of karma, the law of cause and effect, as written by Deepak Chopra. So get into the feeling of what it is that you want. Maybe let's take the time, first of all, if you have a pen and paper in front of you, to write down something that you want that is so important, so special. Maybe it's so big that you're scared of it, but you love this idea. You can decide what you really want and get clear on what it would look like. You might set it as a goal or a destination, a target, something that you prefer, something that you desire so much. Get into the vibrational, energetic feeling of what it would be like to already be that, be there, have that feeling as if it's done, it's yours. Have you got the picture in mind of what you truly desire? It should be something that you're in love with. It gets you excited. It might scare you because you have no idea how it could possibly happen for you. But I want you to listen to this law of karma. Deepak Chopra says the third spiritual law of success is the law of karma, or the law of cause and effect. Karma is both action and the consequence of that action. Everyone has heard the expression, what you sow is what you reap. If we want to create happiness in our lives, we must learn to sow the seeds of happiness. The law of karma implies the action of conscious choice making. When we choose actions that bring happiness and success to others, the fruit of our karma is happiness and success. In every moment, we have access to an infinity of choices. Some choices are made consciously, while others are made unconsciously. Unfortunately, a lot of our choices are made unconsciously. Therefore, we don't think they're choices, and yet they are. As a result of conditioning, our choices are often triggered by people and circumstances into predictable outcomes. Deepak says, if I were to insult you, you would most likely make the choice of being offended. Isn't that funny? He says the choice of being offended. You might think, well, no, that's automatic. I would be offended. If I were to pay you a compliment, you would most likely make the choice of being flattered. Oftentimes, people reject it. They say, oh, no, that's, thank you, but no, that's not me. Think about it. You could make the choice of not being offended by an insult. You could just let it go. Let it go through you, around you, over top of you, not stick to you, not affect you, not insult you. Just let it pass through you like a cloud passing overhead. You could also make the choice of not letting a compliment flatter you. That's the other person's perspective, the other person's opinion. Deepak says the best way to use karmic law is to step back and witness the choices you are making in every moment. When you make a choice, ask yourself two things. What are the consequences of this choice? And will the choice I'm making bring happiness to me and those around me? You know, you could do this for anything. You could do this if you want to be healthier. Put down the bag of cheesies and the drink late at night and make the choice to go to bed early, go for a walk, have a glass of water, read instead of watching TV. You could make the choice to, if someone is having a bad mood and they're having a bad day and they cut you off in traffic, you could ask, oh, I wonder what's going on in their life. It doesn't affect me. This choice, there's always one choice that will create maximum happiness, both for you and those around you. This choice is the spontaneous right action because it's the action that nourishes you and everyone else who is influenced by that action. For every action, there is an opposite and equal reaction from the universe. Deepak says, how do you make spontaneous right choices? By paying attention to the sensations of comfort or discomfort in your body. At the moment you make a choice, ask your body, what are the consequences of this choice? If your body sends a message of comfort, that's the right choice. If you feel uneasy in your body even as you ask the question, then it's not the appropriate choice. For some people, a message of comfort or discomfort is in the area of the solar plexus, your gut. But for most people, it's in the area of the heart. Let's put your attention on your heart. Take a deep breath in and let that go. And ask your heart what to do. Then pay attention to how you feel. The response may be the faintest level of feeling, but it's there. You will know the answer is right because it will feel right. When you think about your wish, your goal, what you're hoping for, an idea, the goal that you're striving for, what do you really want? You will know the answer is right because it will feel right without any lingering doubts. The heart knows the correct answer because it taps into the field of pure potentiality and infinite organizing power, and it takes everything into account. The heart is intuitive and holistic. It has an orientation of win-win. And though the answer may not seem rational, the heart is far more accurate than anything within the realm of rational thought. You can use the law of karma to create money and the flow of all good things to you. But first become aware of the choices that you're making in every moment. The more you become aware of your choices, the more you will make choices that are spontaneously correct, both for you and those around you. How can you apply the law of karma to the choices you've already made? Most people pay their karmic debts unconsciously, of course. Sometimes there is a lot of suffering involved, but the law of karma says no debt in the universe ever goes unpaid. If you want to transform your karma to a more desirable experience, look for the seed of opportunity within every adversity and tie that seed of opportunity to your dharma or your purpose in life. This will enable you to convert the adversity into a benefit and transform the karma into a new expression. Begin by asking yourself, what message is the universe giving me? What can I learn from this experience? How can I make it useful to my fellow human beings? Deepak Chopra gives us an example. If you break your leg while playing sports, perhaps the message is that you need to slow down and be more attentive to your body. And if your purpose in life is to teach others, then by asking, what can I learn from this experience and how can I make it useful to my fellow human beings, you may decide to share what you've learned by writing a book about playing sports safely. This transforms your karma into a positive experience. Perhaps that's how hockey players ended up wearing helmets and face masks, is because of the injuries that were sustained by hockey players without helmets and face masks. What can I learn from this experience and how can I make it useful to my fellow human beings? Deepak says you can also transcend the seeds of your karma by becoming independent of it. The way to do this is to keep experiencing the self, your spirit, by going into silent meditation and coming out again. This is like washing a dirty piece of cloth in a stream of water. Each time you wash it, you take away a few stains and it gets a little cleaner. Every action is a karmic episode because action generates memory. Memory generates desire, and desire generates action again. As you become conscious of these seeds of manifestation, you become a conscious choice maker, and the actions you generate will be evolutionary. As long as karma is evolutionary, both for you and for those around you, then the fruit of karma will be happiness and success. To experience the law of karma, witness the choices you make in every moment. The best way to prepare for any moment in the future is to be fully conscious in the present. Whenever you make a choice, ask yourself two questions. What are the consequences of this choice? And will this choice bring happiness to me and to those affected by this choice? Ask your heart for guidance and be guided by its message of comfort or discomfort. If the choice feels comfortable, go ahead with that choice. If the choice feels uncomfortable, then don't make that choice. Now, this applies daily to moment by moment, whether if you're trying to release weight, whether or not you have that piece of chocolate cake. If you're trying to be healthy, whether you sit and watch hours of TV or you go to the gym, read a book. If you're trying to grow your business, are you stepping out and doing something to provide more value, more service to your customers or potential customers? We have results in our life because of the conditioning, the programming of our subconscious mind. And even though we have the ability to choose whatever thoughts we want, we usually continue to create from the power that flows into our mind that match what we've always thought, what we've always done. So understand that the power that's flowing to you is undifferentiated. And in order to have what you truly desire, you're going to have to start to step out of your comfort zone and do things from the point of view of the person who already has what you want. The goal has been attained. The dream has manifested into physical reality. Dr. Sean Marler said, to have the things that you've never had, you must do things that you've never done. So there's a difference between doing something that you've always done and getting the same results and being afraid to step out and do something that you're scared of doing compared to just taking the same actions from the same thought patterns, the same habitual thoughts, feelings, and actions. My mentor, Sandy Gallagher, who is a partner to Bob Proctor, said you must get comfortable being uncomfortable. Because if you have a deep desire, if you're passionate about bringing something into physical reality, whether it's a new business, changing your physical appearance through diet, exercise, mindset, that means consciously choosing what it's like to be where you really want to be. You must become the person that has the, the goal that you've set. So getting clear on what you want and not letting your old thought patterns talk you out of going after what you really want. There will be times that it feels like you're going through a terror barrier, and that means taking action that scares you, but in alignment with the goal that you've set, the dream that you want to have manifest into physical reality. There is a difference between causing the same effects in your life and creating a new outcome from the point of view of already having it, getting into the spirit of the wish fulfilled, creating from the goal already attained, from that feeling as if it's done, causing a new effect to show up in your life. Create a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. And for my clients, we're going to talk about the phases of growth, getting through that terror barrier to freedom. I'll see you back here at 9 o'clock. Thank you.